Welcome to CViConnect Professional Edition. In this video, we will show you how to create a new activity. The first thing I like to do is gather the images I'll be using for my activity. If you don't have anything in mind, I suggest you start by taking a picture of something familiar to your student. Think of something you've observed them using their vision with. Take a picture of the item with your iPad. To reduce unnecessary complexity, I like to use PNG images. A PNG image simply means the item you are taking the picture of, the visual target, remains untouched and you have no background to your image. To do this, you may have to remove the background yourself or find PNG images during your search. A couple of options I use when removing the background myself are either remove.bg or the eraser app. Once you've found and prepared your image or images, we'll be using the CViConnect Pro iPad app. Open and sign in with your unique username and password. On the right, touch the drop-down in Library to select your department's library. In the upper right-hand corner, touch the Add New icon that looks like a plus. Next, it's time to give your activity a name. As a team, you may need to work out a system of how you'd like to name and organize your activities. You may have already noticed the CViConnect Shared Library organizes our activities by phase, indicated with the Roman numeral 1, 2, or 3 at the beginning of each title. After you've given your activity a name, under Library, your department library should be listed. If it isn't, simply touch this drop-down menu and select the library you wish to add the new activity into. Below, you will see there are several boxes where you can import instructions and other information that will be very important as you complete your activity. I prefer to fill all of this out after I'm done in case my creativity leads me in a different direction. So for now, we will just press Save. Locate your activity from the list or type the name in the search bar above. Touch the Edit icon in the lower left-hand corner of your activity. It looks like a pencil with a circle around it. A box will pop up to let you know this activity is currently empty. Touch the OK button. Now to begin designing, take your focus to the menu across the top of your screen. Throughout this process, this menu bar will change depending on where we are in the designer, but all of your options to edit and change items will be displayed here in this menu bar. First, we're going to use that second menu button labeled Edit. When you do, you will see the main menu bar is still there and the rest of your screen is black. This is currently your activity. It is blank with a black background. Typically, I like to leave my background as black, but each student with CVI is unique, and you can change the background if you'd like. Anytime you need to edit something, you must first touch the item. When you do, a yellow box will appear around it. Then you can touch the edit icon. This will work for every item in your designer. To edit the background, touch anywhere so you have a yellow box around your background. Now we will use the edit icon, which looks like a hammer and a wrench crossing each other. To change the color, I can touch Select Color, or I can touch Picture from below the preview screen and select a picture from my iPhotos. When I have the background the way I want it, I can touch off the edit box, or I can touch Done in the lower right-hand corner. Now we can add the picture that we prepared earlier. Anytime you want to add something to the designer, you will touch the Add Item icon that looks like a plus. To add most images, you will use the square option. Now, that's simply a green square, which might work in some cases, like for a button and plenty other ideas, but today I want to edit that to be the image I prepared. Just like with the background, we will need to touch the item we want to edit, in this case, the green square. Then touch the Edit icon. Again, your edit box will appear, and since we know we want to make it a picture, touch Picture under your preview screen. When you do, you will see a link that says Select from iPhotos. Touch this link to open your iPhoto library. Scroll through as needed and touch the image you wish to select. Your photo will now be placed into an editor that allows you to move and scale your image. When you are ready, press Use in the upper right-hand corner. Next, you will need to give your item a name. Go to the top of the edit box that is still open and touch in the text field and select All, Delete, and replace with the name that you would like. Picking a name is important so that when you are looking at your data from your student session, you will know exactly what item your student touched, or when using look detection, you'll know which pictures were on the screen. Continue with this process to add all of the items you want into your activity. Periodically, if you'd like to view what your activity looks like, press Done in the upper left-hand corner. The exit confirmation will give you 4 choices. Save changes, which will save your work but leave you in the current activity. Save changes and exit, which will save your work and return you to the main screen with a list of all of your activities. Discard changes and exit will do just that, exit you back to the main page without saving your work. And finally, do nothing. This will not save your work, but it will keep you in the activity you are currently working on. I want to keep my changes and view the activity, so I am going to select Save Changes. Now I notice my upper menu has changed. I am no longer in the edit mode. Now on the far right side, I see the play icon. Touch this and your activity will begin to play as it would for a student activity session. When you're done previewing the activity, touch the pause icon and then the word pause. Now you can make more changes by once again touching Edit to enter the Activity Designer. Continue in this manner until you are satisfied with your activity. Remember in the beginning we brushed over the activity overview options? Once you've created your activity and everything looks student ready, now is the time to go in and edit that information. This will help ensure all IEP team members that use this activity with a student are using the activity in the same manner in which it was intended and using similar language. To do this, you have 2 options. To do this on the iPad, exit your Activity Designer, locate your activity from the list or type in the name in the search bar above. Touch the information icon that looks like a lowercase I with a circle around it, which can be found in the lower right-hand corner. The pop-up will appear. Here you can begin entering your activity information. If you prefer to type on a computer, your other option is to complete this step on our website. Let's take a look. First, log in to CViConnectPro.com. From the main menu across the top of your screen, touch Activities. Again, locate your activity from the list or type the name in the search bar. Click to open your activity. You will be directed to a page that will allow you to type in the activity criteria. Either way, make sure to save your work along the way. Lastly, it's time to assign your activity to your student. You can either do this by going to your student's account and assigning the activity the same way you've assigned CViConnect shared activities, or you can assign it here by clicking the Assign the Students icon that looks like 3 people with a box over their heads. Locate the student or students you wish to assign the activity to, and then click the blue Assign link to the left of their name. That is it. You have just individualized content and shared it with your students' IEP team members. Now I challenge you to go back and add more. This is just the beginning. CViConnect Pro activities can do so much more for providing access for your students. Don't forget, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel to learn when new videos are available, and follow us on Facebook to learn more about upcoming live events. Thank you for joining me for CViConnect Professional Edition.